to Worlds Part 2 this time. So, we left off at the, I think it was a plant or whatever, I don't know. Let's see. Taste of Freedom. Taste of Freedom. Space's Choice. Is this guy with the moon head? Here we go. Right. Where's our... It should be the...
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
Oh,
Maybe?
beginning sick.
Nice one!
How did you get in? Oh. Never mind. Stupid. Maybe, yeah. Someone in here? Let's see if we can loot up anything around here. Oh, brilliant. And there was a weapon attachment. I don't know. So they killed all the scientists. Nope, pick it up. Was that a shotgun? Okay, oh, thanks. Yeah, I know. Where you can hack them. Light assault rifle, okay. 400, how much do I have? Oh yeah. I mean, we don't, there's nothing that we need. Yeah, we need. What's the way we can get in here? Yeah, there we go. Let's go. Hang on, can we just save the left first? Be from the terminal on now.
There's required in nearby unit.
In the corner.
That's the last of them.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay. Geothermal plant. From the plant from rhythm. Oh, I'm having fun with this game at the moment. It's a pretty good game.
The control room should be ahead somewhere and a touch to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
System.
Here
Investigate.
they come! Three switches. That'll be easy enough. We're not getting through! Everyone all right?
Halt. Sweeping.
They just like massacre all of these.
Just two more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale? Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
What is that?
I'm ready for this!
Criminal damage sustained.
Catch the last of them!
Where's it now? That's a lot. Let's take everything and then we'll check afterwards. We definitely need to repair this. Where is it going? Okay. Plasma. Yes, we can. Yeah. Okay. We do this. Can we do anything to this? We need to get rid of some of these. Take out most of this.
One to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens? Here they come!
Oh, okay. That's first one.
I'm not sure what the ride is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Okay, yeah, cool. Here we go.
Once we do this, there's no go. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order. I think you did the rightest thing you could sending your power back to the town. A lot of people would
Yeah,
have
we've
suffered
seen them
otherwise.
intelligent.
People I care for. Even if they don't care much for me.
Just gonna blow up or something.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Oh.
It's hard to miss what you never knew. I don't ponder it over much. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
Yes, and we leveled up so we can upgrade some hooks and stuff like that. What next?
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery. One of us want to go see what...
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit.
Shut up.
This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Really, I don't know, but...
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock
Destroyed
to
your
a lifetime of
community. Shut your
slavery in
mouth.
Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now
Okay, I
your
will.
responsibility. And you
No,
tell
you should
Reed
run off.
Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would
Don't,
rather
I'll
die
kill you.
among my
I'll make
flowers
sure you
than
don't
live
return.
under his management.
That's okay.
As long as Reed is still in Edgewater, I will not return. Those are
Don't
my
then.
terms.
Don't, whatever.
My
Where's the
son
thing come from?
worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Should we?
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill him. He seems alright. I'm not gonna kill him. Piss off. Is there anything here? I thought the main one first.
What happened? Sprat fell into a Marauders can't see us in the dark. Wild Canids, on the other hand. The matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying put until I know what's become of Zoe. Don't want that question haunting me all the way back to the cannery.
I will find her.
Everybody keeps staring at me. It's not my fault the power's dead. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, what, how are you? Hi.
You fucking
hello.
creep.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Never heard it phrased in such a way before. I guess we're all trying to get our ships off the ground, ain't we? Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Simon.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3.
Never in my life.
If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads, I'd be
Why don't
greatly
you come with
obliged.
me? How about that? Get them yourself.
Would you? I'd be grateful. I've been thinking about going back. I'm not much use to anybody here. I get sick
go back.
thinking about working at the cannery. I can't do that again. I mentioned
you
those
can.
manuals on mechanical engineering. Suppose if I had one of those, I could go back to Reed and make a real case for myself.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Can we go back to us?
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
What am I going to do with her then? I'm not meant to kill them anymore. Should I just keep on
Food's
nagging her?
bound to spoil it.
I'm not in the lightest of humors right now.
Yes, I know.
The matter's been weighing on me. I'm staying.
I've not actually got to do this, have I? Okay, well... hang on with me. Okay, so we have to go back to Edgewater. Okay, I'm going to end this here, and we shall continue
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
tomorrow. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed. It's shorter than the other one, but
It's okay.
that was really a problem. Thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.